when Tupac got killed, right? If I'm not mistaken, when y'all got back to LA, Suge Knight, he called a meeting, right? And you called out Snoop in that meeting, right?
Yeah, the vibe I think that day it was definitely it was sad, you know what I mean? Because Pac just died. Maybe this is we just got back to LA and it's probably a day or two later when Suge, called a meeting with everybody on death row. It's countless people in the room, you know what I mean? And people was talking about just getting up, having their memories about Pac. It was sad, you know what I mean? It definitely was sad. Everybody in there was looking sad. Um, but Suge, Suge is a funny dude because even though Pac just died, I remember he said, "Yeah," and some people Pac was mad at, and so Moo, who was Pac mad at? Something like that, like trying to get me the incident. And I'm just young, so I'm going with the flow. Like, yeah, so Snoop Pac was mad that you did this, you know what I mean? So it was a very that part now looking back at it probably was something that I said probably wasn't a good time for that, you know what I mean? But that's the environment at Death Row. You know what I mean? That was the environment, but it definitely was sad. Everybody was there.
Yeah, man, I can only imagine, man, how that meeting was. I mean, Tupac just got killed.
This was just a
Crazy,
meeting that
man.
Pac wanted, like Suge just wanted to call a meeting. It was like, you know what I mean? Pac died. Everybody on Death Row come and this is what happened. What we gonna do next? Stuff like that. And I remember he came in the studio. We started working. Like he was like, Pac, we want y'all to continue to work. So we was working for some time. We still was in the studio because we were shocked, bro. And we didn't want to like we still was living in Pac House in and Calabasas, the Outlaws. It was difficult to stay there. So Suge was like, man, y'all can just come in the studio, continue working. This is what Pac want. So every day we were just in the studio, like trying to really, get this out, live in denial that this really happened. You know what I mean?
Sad, man. Unfortunate, man. But
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, right, about Quincy Jones. What was the relationship between him and Tupac? Because I'm sure you've been hearing about some of these rumors, man, that been coming out over the years, man,
Crazy
about,
rumors.
people saying wild stuff, man. Like, Quincy
Yeah.
Jones, he came on to Tupac, he offered Tupac such and such.
Yeah, I think these definitely them rumors about Quincy Jones and all that crazy stuff about Pac was definitely rumors. Pac was about to marry his daughter. QD3 was producing for Pac even before he got was with Kadada Jones and was thinking of marrying her. So Pac had a lot of, at the end he had a lot of respect for Quincy Jones. You know what I mean? The way, Pac did something in the newspaper against Quincy Jones. And that's how he met Kadada. He dissed Quincy Jones. Um, and Kadada sister, I forget her name, she wrote Pac and Rashida wrote Pac and kind of put Pac in her place, and Pac respected her. Like, wow, she came back at me and in a respectful manner about coming at her father. So when Pac seen Kadada, he went up to Kadada and was like, thinking she was Rashida, and like, I read what you wrote about me. I apologize what I said about your father, this and this and that. And it was actually Kadada, you know.
Was Pac and Quincy Jones working on anything before Pac death?
I heard, if I'm not mistaken, and I believe it's actually facts that Quincy Jones had a record company, and Pac was going to do a solo album with Young Noble through the company of Quincy Jones. That's and right before he passed away, that was his plans.
Yeah, that would have been dope, man. But Kadada Jones, right? It's a rumor that's been going on for years and years, man. Is there any truth to her telling Tupac to wear a bulletproof vest in Vegas?
I'm not sure, but it won't sound like it's too far off because Pac used to always wear a bulletproof vest. So if she telling him to put the bulletproof vest on while he's in Vegas, it won't seem nothing out of, we all used to rock it. Like Pac used to always give it to us. You know what I mean? So it is kind of odd that he didn't wear it that day,